All right, fight fans, I'm back with another one. This your boy Mickey. I'm gonna give you the rundown of what I believe that's gonna happen this weekend at the Riyadh season. The what they consider the last crescendo with the Bivol and Arthur Beterbiev fight, and all of the other people that they have on their card, which is going to be, I mean, it's an awesome card. They had two dropouts. Everybody heard about kid Schofield dropping out from an illness due to some situation that has been stipulated on the web about um, I don't know the true meaning of what happened. Could be dehydration, could be what a lot of people are saying about this topical solution that he so-called received from a so-called masseuse. That's alleged, but I just know that he's out of the fight with Shakur, and the replacement is Joshua Padley, a guy that not too many people know of. I just heard yesterday that he's an electrician, a working electrician, that box part-time, and he has a great unblemished record of 15 wins and 4 knockouts. And like everybody already know how I feel about Shakur. I call him Forrest Gump because he runs a lot. He always talks tough, but he really doesn't engage in his matches when he's in there with somebody. And I had told people a long time ago that he's gonna get knocked out by a no name because of the lies he spread in the Tank Davis fight. Because everybody knew when he left Top Rank, he had the same opportunity that Bud Crawford had when he fought Spence. Bud kind of like laid the blueprint of how it's done, and Shakur chose to do 180-degree about face and go to the UK and sign under Matchroom with Eddie Hearn. And Steven Espinoza came out and said that they offered him a one-fight deal to fight Tank, but he didn't choose it because he was looking for a multiple-fight deal. But that don't make sense, because why would I give you a multi-fight deal when the first fight against Tank, if you lose and get knocked out, I'm going to lose money on you. You know what I'm saying? So he lied and said that Steven Espinoza never offered him, show the contract. But see, people don't understand. You can't show a contract when you received an offer. As far as the contract doesn't get set up until after you accept the offer that's presented to you. So that's why I don't understand why people believe in all of that stuff. But it doesn't make sense to the average fan. They don't understand about all of that stuff. But it doesn't matter, because it's common sense. If you got common sense, you'll know that Shakur lied and everything. But like I said, Turkey had installed Joshua Padley in there, and everybody's been screaming. I've been watching a couple of different boxing analysis of the fight, and everybody's upset about Joshua being installed and everything. But to me, it's a good thing. I like it. I like it because I already said that Shakur was going to get punished by a no-name guy. It ain't going to be somebody with a big name like everybody think, because I believe that the way that all of the stuff that he, planted in the earth, as far as the lies that he spewed against Gervonta, saying Gervonta ducking him and all of this stuff and everything, and Gervonta out here fighting people that the fans want to see, fighting not Andy Cruz, what was his name that he knocked out with the uppercut? We haven't heard. The young dude, he was a lightweight Mexican. But anyway, he knocked him out with the uppercut. Not De La Santa. What was his name? Hit him with the uppercut, the famous uppercut. I know y'all screaming his name, but I can't remember his name. But anyway, because we haven't heard nothing since that uppercut. That ought to tell you something. Fighting Rowley and fighting the other Garcia. He fighting everybody that people want to see him fight, and his fights are packed out and everything. But I digress on that. I'm a just pray for everybody in this card, come out healthy and everything. But I just truly believe that it's gonna be a surprise it's gonna be a shocker on this. If it's not Joshua Padley, it's gonna be somebody else that gets Shakur, because It's gonna be a no-name person, and everybody is gonna be shocked. It's gonna be an embarrassment. I'm telling you, I've been talking about that for the longest. But getting back onto what I was saying, as far as I hope the speedy recovery for Kid Austin. I like him. I like his attitude. I like his demeanor. He's very respectable. I like him and everything, and I just hope he get another shot. Hopefully he might be able to fight Keyshawn after he recovers and everything. But like I said, I want Keyshawn to fight Andy Cruz and get back on the 4 losses in the amateurs and everything, and all of the disrespect that Andy Cruz have been showing Keyshawn. But Daniel Dubois, he's another one that just fell ill in the Ryder season, February 22nd fight. They saying that I don't know what's going on over there in Saudi Arabia, but Turkey had to put in a replacement for him and Joseph Parker, and he put in Martin Bakole, the one that beat up Shakur's other fellow mate, the real big baby Anderson, and he punished him, knocked him out brutally. And I don't think Big Baby has been the same since, because he just fought another guy and they went the distance, but he just looked like he's a troubled individual, you know what I'm saying, as far as his mental is concerned. And when your mental confidence is not there, you fight different. Confidence is everything in boxing. Confident. If you don't have the confidence to move forward, you know what I mean, after you take a loss or get the way he got knocked out was brutal, you know what I'm saying. And a lot of people, when you sitting in the stands, it's totally different when you in there taking them punches and everything. And former fighters and fighters that understand the amount of punishment he took against Bakole, it was very devastating. So I just wish for him to really get his mind straight. I think that he should have took more time off after that fight, sort of like I told when I said that when Devin got beat up by Ryan Garcia. I said I'd never mention Devin again, but I slipped up because I don't like, he's suing the guy. In boxing, we don't do that. We don't do that. But when Garcia beat up on that guy from Henderson, Nevada, I said it like that, I said that he needs to take a good solid year, or maybe even 16 months off, because of the way. See, I don't really want to get into it. Let me finish talking about what I was saying about this Riyadh, because I don't want to make this post too long. But I think Martin Bakole stepping in to fight Joseph Parker, I think that it's going to be a better fight than Daniel Dubois, if you ask me, because Bakole comes to fight and he throws bombs, you know what I mean? And I don't know, Parker had a better chance of beating Dubois to me. This is only my own assessment. I think Bakole is a more dangerous fight for Joseph Parker, even though he beat up on Deontay Wilder and that Asian dude, Zhang. I think his name's Zhang. He's on the card as well. I just think that Bakole, man, I'm picking Bakole to win that fight. You know what I mean? I might be wrong, but I'm picking Bakole because I think that he's a stronger fighter. I think Parker is very quick. He's more energetic and everything. I just think that Bakole is today's, not exactly, but listen to me, fight fans. He's today's George Foreman. You know what I mean? He's more of a George Foreman. And he has a lot of power, and a lot of people are even though he did go the distance with that other guy, I remember watching that fight too. I just think Bakole, his skill level has increased over the fights and everything. I think he's got more skillful in his fights, and he seemed like he got more powerful. And y'all know how I feel about the Shakur fight. And then the Adimes against the other guy. I think that Adimes is gonna win. That's gonna be the fight. Virgil Ortiz against Madrimov. I always said that I think that Madrimov is gonna win that fight. I'm rooting for Virgil Ortiz because he's a fellow American and everything, but I just believe Madrimov gonna win that fight because I believe Madrimov is a step above. I'm not gonna say I think he is a step above Barincek, and I think their styles are similar. As far as Virgil Ortiz and Barincek, they throw bombs. I think Madrimov is more skillful. He showed that in the Crawford fight. I think Terrence is very skillful in everything. I think Terrence, he takes. Uh, I think Terrence was taking too much. He wasn't moving as much as I wanted him to when he fought Madrimov. I think Terrence can utilize his footwork because I think Terrence got good footwork, but I thought that he absorbed too much punishment against Madrimov, and that's why people thought it was close. I just think that Terrence, I think that he kind of was, I'm not going to say it was a lackluster performance. I just think Terrence has more skill than what he showed against Madrimov, and I think that he was getting the indirect information from Bomac in the corner. You know what I mean? I just think that Terrence is better than what a lot of people think. Because of his performance against Madrimov, they kind of like dropped him down. That's why they're giving him no chance of winning against Canelo. I think Terrence is he's a better fighter than what people give him credit for, and I think that he's gonna shock a lot of people if he really stay not trying to get so much bulky. Everybody seen my last post. I posted about his weight gain, 186 pounds. I had a video about that and everything. Y'all go listen to that because I just believe that because I'm rooting for Terrence, man. I want him to win. I want him to be a three-time, division champion and undisputed. And I just think that he can beat Canelo, man. I just think that. I mean, I don't care what nobody else say because I know boxing and I know the quicker, faster footwork. I mean, he got it all, you know what I mean, over Canelo. But if he don't utilize it, I think because if he does the same type of fight if he did against Madrimov against Canelo, I think it's gonna be night. I think he'll be sleep because to me he absorbed too much punishment against Madrimov by standing there and letting Madrimov hit him instead of being in and out, sort of like a Floyd. And I think that by him getting with Floyd, I think Floyd is going to teach him that. You know what I'm saying? And I just believe that Virgil Ortiz, I don't know. I mean, Virgil got power. He got some good skill, but his defense lack. He's easy to counter. And I think that's what Madrimov is about. And Madrimov kind of got like an awkward style to where he's bouncing and he's dipping and he's kind of awkward, but he can fight, you know what I mean? And even though his record, I think he got maybe 12 fights in his professional, because I think he was 11-0 when he fought Crawford, right? Yeah, I think he was 11-0 and he just lost to Crawford, who took his belt. But I just think Madrimov he's got a good style because he's had a great amateur career, and I think he fought over 400 amateur fights, and so he's seen a lot of styles. And I just think that if Virgil don't get in a war, because I think Virgil gonna get in a war with him, and I think Madrimov can absorb a lot of Virgil's power. I just think that Madrimov he's gonna be the bigger fighter on the night of the fight, because you got to remember Virgil is moving up from 147 because he had all them health scares, and so he couldn't really make the weight anymore, and that's why he didn't fight Boots at the welterweight division. So he moved up to to the 154 division. So I don't know if this is the first fight in 154 because I don't remember if he fought Bubacek. Was that 147? I can't remember that, but that's besides the point. But I just think that Madrimov is going to be the bigger fighter on the night. But I think they're going to be dropping bombs because Virgil can take a punch too. He got a solid chin or whatever. But he does get dropped every now and then. But he recovers well because he's really in shape. And when you're in shape, your recovery time is quicker. You can recover faster. But I'm picking Madrimov to win that fight, but I'm rooting for Virgil Ortiz. Don't get me wrong, I'm rooting for him. And then the Zhao against the other guy. I think Zhao is gonna win that fight by knockout. And then I already said Ademus, right? Yeah, Carlos Ademus. And then the other, Caleb Smith, I think Caleb Smith might get beat. Yeah, I think he might get beat. I think it's going to be a good fight, but I think Caleb Smith, I think this is his last hurrah. Um, you know, but who knows? I can't say too much about that. Canelo really beat him up real bad. I think he busted up his bicep and some other stuff. But I just like to see fight fans on this Saturday. I'm gonna watch it and see what's going on and everything. It is a good stat card and everything, but like I said, I really wanted to see Floyd get that opportunity, Kid Austin that is, to fight Shakur. I think he would have did well. I think he would have pressed the action. But I'm really hoping that this. I'm rooting for Shakur, even though I don't like Shakur. Because he lied about Tank. But he's a fellow American, so I'm always gonna root for the American regardless. But I just, I had prophesied this long time ago that I believe Shakur gonna get knocked out by a no-name fighter. And even though this guy only got 4 knockouts, it doesn't matter. All it takes is 5 pounds of pressure. You know what I mean? And you can put somebody to sleep no matter how big they are if you hit them in the right place. But a lot of people, they hate on me because I don't like Shakur, and I don't care. You know what I mean? I just don't like liars. I don't like people that's going to sit up there and tell you that people are ducking them, and then you get the opportunity and you run to the UK. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got, man, here at Ski Mask Weight Boxing. I believe it's going to be a great Riyadh season. February 22nd, this Saturday coming up. I think that I didn't talk about the Bivol. I believe Bivol is going to win this fight. I think he's going to stay away even more from Arthur Beterbiev. His power. Arthur Beterbiev is a really, really strong fighter, and I don't think it's going to be no knockout or none of that. I think it's going to go the distance, but I think Bivol is going to be the champion, and I think it's going to be a trilogy fight. I think they're going to fight another time after this, and I think Bivol is going to win that one as well. That's just my own opinion. But like I said, I told people that if they're saying that Benavidez is supposed to get the winner between Bivol and Beterbiev. If Beterbiev win this fight against Bivol, which I don't think he will, but if he does, I think that Beterbiev knocks out David Benavidez, because I think David's style compares to Beterbiev's style, and I think that it's a perfect match for him to get knocked out, because David is a come forward fighter. He's flat-footed. He doesn't have any footwork. He throws punches and bunches, and I think that he'll get caught in the midst of a firestorm between him and Beterbiev. Bivol, on the other hand, I think that he would do much better than Caleb Plant did against David Benavidez, and I think that Bivol can beat David Benavidez, because I think Bivol has more stamina, because I think that Caleb Plant could have beat Benavidez. I was telling everybody, people hating on me. I think Caleb Plant is a really good fighter. I think that he needs to get a better manager and another trainer that's going to exude and push him to the limit, as far as not only his confidence, but his cardiovascular and his strength and conditioning. But I believe that Bivol is already there. I think that he's not only sparred Benavidez in the past, I think that he'll do much better than Caleb Plant did against Benavidez, and he'll stay away from Benavidez more than he would like Caleb Plant really kind of like ran out of gas. I think Bivol will keep his tank full, and he'll beat. I think it'll go the distance. I don't think it'll be a knockout or anything like that, but I think Bivol will be the winner if Benavidez and him fought. So that's all I got, fight fans. I appreciate y'all time, and like I said, man, I don't mind if anybody talk bad about what I believe. You know what I'm saying? It don't bother me one iota. It's like water on a duck's back when you say things that, what you believe and what I believe, because it's all about communication at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I think that we should be able to communicate with one another as fight fans and admirers of the sport of boxing, but at the same time, I think that a lot of people who don't know anything about boxing, they usually comment on the things that they see instead of what they witness in the ring, because it's a total different um, um, look when you're out sitting on the outside than when you're in the ring. It's a total different look. It's not the same thing. That when you're watching a fight, you can easily assess what somebody will do unless you're in there and you have a mindset of understanding the sweet science. Amen. So like I said, like, comments, share, subscribe, and always know, man, that I'm here for y'all and to tell y'all what I believe, and most of the time I'm right. But you know what I mean? I can be wrong at times or whatever. But like I said, I just give you the assessment of what I see. And I always love the sport. It's a gladiator sport. And I think that a lot of people should understand that, this sport is a lonely sport. You know what I'm saying? It's a all on you sport. You know what I mean? Like tennis. You know what I'm saying? It's all on you. You against everybody, unless in tennis you playing doubles. But there ain't no doubles in boxing. Amen. So y'all take care, man. And like we always say here at Ski Mask Wade Boxing, never forget, never, ever, 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 ever forget Jesus love you. Amen. Amen. Take care, beloved.